to the Cinementalists. Noun, plural. Definition, those whose love for movies runs so deep, they can't help but do a podcast about them. Hosted by Colton Robertson and Joseph George. Hello everybody and welcome in to the Cinementalists, where today we are discussing a Best Picture nominee. This very Sunday, we'll see if it takes home the gold, one battle after another, originally released September 26th, 2025, written and directed by Paul Thomas Anderson. I'm Colton Robertson. I'm joined by Joseph George. What's up, homie?
Oh, what up, what up? Always a pleasure to be here.
Oh, and it is always a pleasure to have you. One battle after another. I had the pleasure of catching this on the big screen when it first came out. It was a most joyous experience. Very, very beautiful movie to see that big, to hear that loudly. It's magnificent. How do you feel about One Battle After Another? Was this a second viewing?
Number 2. Yeah, indeed. I'm trying to go back to see when the first one was. January 25th.
So
looks like
a month and a half ago.
Yeah, not too long. But then number 2. Man, yeah, I've been very bad about logging my movies. I haven't even logged They Live. Man, I'm falling. I don't know. I need to get my letterbox game back up. But yeah, no. Number 2 here, and it's only has gotten better. I wasn't in the mindset that it wouldn't. I was ready for the next viewing. So it was nice to return, and to know what was coming, to see. It is a completely different feeling the whole time through. Just kind of the first viewing is so my fault. Like there's so many things going on, and like, you're
much
along for the ride. Yeah, but yeah, no, it was a lot more of I could soak it all in really this time. So yeah, it was.
It moves at a breakneck pace, dude. Like it flies the fuck by. The fact that it's 2.5 hours is
that's wild.
Utterly insane. Like it absolutely breezes the fuck by you. And one of the ways that I know it breezes by you is that me and Emily, God bless her, I love watching movies with her. I have to be okay with it being a movie that we're going to pause. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like 2.5 hour movie. We're lucky if that gets done in 4. You know, like that's real lucky. But this one sitting, boom. It's done. It flies the fuck by, and it's over. And she's like, "We didn't have time to pause. There's no scene wasted." It's a really, really interesting measurement to see how much.
It's a good test.
How much she's enjoying the movie, really. But yeah, one battle after another. It truly is one after the next. It just keeps going and going and going and going. And man, I love it. I love Leo in this movie. I really do. But the Chase Infinity is the performance that I don't know what it is. I just keep coming back to it as it just gets more and more impressive to me. Willa, because she's never really, she hasn't been in a ton of stuff, but you're in a cast with Teyana Taylor and Sean Penn and Benicio del Toro and Leonardo DiCaprio, and you are just holding your own as a young performer. And more than that, like she has some incredible scenes, man.
Holy, as a debut. As an actress, boom. Yeah, welcome to Hollywood. Welcome to winning some form. Something. I don't know.
She was nominated at the ACTRA Awards for Best Lead Actress. Like at the SAG Awards. That's a big deal. Like she is an incredible performer and is going to have an unbelievable career. Getting your start in a Paul Thomas Anderson movie is already something, but to act across from Leonardo DiCaprio for a lot of it, Regina Hall for a lot of it, Sean Penn for a lot of it, like you're doing some really impressive work against some really heavy hitters.
Dang. And our Kansas City Film Critics Circle Awards sadly did not nominate her, but we did give it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 nominees. Yeah. Leo, Benicio del Toro, Sean Penn, Tiana Taylor, Paul Thomas Anderson. Oh, well, he's not an actor.
Twice.
But all of them got the actor nods. Yeah, he got screenplay, cinematography, original score, and best film as well. So gotcha. Yeah, it's it won actually. Those are already over. Never mind. It won best film at Kansas City. So that's okay. Already
that
done.
Is the interesting thing heading into Sunday is I know that this previous Monday, we had our own Cinementalists Cinema Awards, and Sinners did win Best Picture, and yes. I don't regret that. But one battle after another is as far as a movie being it's as well done as any movie from last year, and I would say on a technical side of things, you're looking at how well it's directed, how well it's edited, how well it's performed, just across the board. It is about as good as any movie from last year. My Letterboxd review for this was, I guess my favorite film of 2025 is just going to be whatever I watched most recently. Sinners and One Battle After Another. Like they're just impeccable movies, and it is funny heading into Sunday and considering the fact that the real discussion that's going on is Timothée Chalamet versus Michael B. Jordan, and Leo is so implicit. Wow. It's like he's like obviously not, and that's crazy. Just watching this movie and going, Leonardo DiCaprio is goddamn good, dude. Like there's a lot that he does in this movie that I find absolutely hilarious. Like it's one of his funniest movies, and he's had a lot of chance to be funny. Wolf of Wall Street is one that I go to a lot with him being funny, but this is a different kind of funny. Like I love the scene whenever he gets the call, and where's the fucking rendezvous point, and then he hangs up the phone, he takes a hit of his joint, and he goes, "Okay, man, do what you gotta do. You gotta don't get fucking paranoid, man." Yeah, the slow push in on him as he looks out the window, and I just felt that so hard, and the way he's bringing it to life is so fucking perfect.
He is good, and even like the early form of him, where he's explaining how like the trigger works to like put the detonator in, and like you don't want to put the cap of the pin, but his lips, like the camera starts super close and he's like super like curling his lips and explaining like at the same time, and it's just like it's such a weird way to see Leo. I don't know, like he's entered, like, not to call him old, but like he's always just been so young, I feel like, in everything that I've seen him, and I mean, like, even when he's older or like been older, he's still Leo. I don't know. He always just feels young. But this is like the first where he's aged. I feel like he is entered the vet. Like he's just a true veteran, I feel like, now of the game.
He's entering the space that when he burst onto the scene, Robert De Niro was in.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, whenever Leo started acting in movies, there was, the guys who had been in all the movies in the 70s and 80s. And now we're in the 20s, and Leo is that guy to guys like Timothée Chalamet and shit like that. He's officially, I mean, he's been a legend as far as acting is concerned for a while, but, we have so much time, hopefully, left in a career for Leo that like it is still insane to consider that this is, we are in the back half of his career probably. I mean, shit, maybe.
Yeah, I mean,
probably.
He's like actually not that old, but yeah, how long does he keep it going?
He's 50. He's 50 something, right? Like that's.
Let's see. He is 51. Okay, so I mean,
we're talking
got
at
a lot
least
of time
another
left.
30 years of movies. That's so encouraging, dude. Like there's something really, really fascinating and devastating, I'll say, about the most recent the actor awards did the in memoriam section, and they went on this, like, the end was just bam 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 bam, legend, and it was like, wow, we lost some goats this year. And my dad even hit me up about it and was like, holy shit, I forgot all these people, that they died. Diane Keaton passed away, and Rob Reiner passed away, and Robert Redford passed away, and like there was just this long list that he sent me who were in movies when he was young. You know what I'm saying? And like they're still legends to me. Like I got to know them, I got to watch them, but they're a different level of legend for him because he got to watch them for his whole life. And now we're like recognizing that you're watching guys like that currently. Like Leo's one of those guys for me. Like is Leo kind of a piece of shit? Undoubtedly, dude needs to raise the age pool, is the age for his dating pool. There's no doubt about it. But when you look at his body of work as an actor, it's something to behold. That like we're lucky to be watching people as talented as him, and hopefully for a lot longer too, which is really, really cool. And I know it's funny to be talking about like Leonardo DiCaprio in the context of like death, which is like he's obviously nowhere near in a natural way. You know what I'm saying? Like he's 51. He's a young guy. I find it so encouraging that we do have 30 years of performance left with him. Like it's at least, and that's brilliant. I'm super happy about that because this movie's a gift. I feel like we do have another aging, really, really talented actor who's won a couple Oscars before, is nominated for another on Sunday, and Sean Penn. Really, really special performer who doesn't do a whole lot these days. I feel like Sean Penn isn't in stuff, so whenever he is, it's kind of like, oh shit, Sean Penn's in it.
He's activated. Yeah, it's like, yeah. 2023 he was a little active, but then nothing until just Animals and War 2025. But then one battle after another. He has some gaps, just in there. But yeah, like the back during the awards, like the ensemble award was kind of interesting, and my mind jumps immediately to Sinners. It's just like they feel just so much more like an actual kind of tight knit. They all are together in the same place. But man, the more I watch this, like everyone is just fine. Like everyone is doing their job exactly as they should, and it's like perfect. I kind of I didn't give One Battle After Another enough credit in that category. I don't think like I kind of wrote it off a little too easily, and then on this watch I'm like, oh my god, wait a minute, like everyone's story is so good. Like even Sean Penn, like you hate his character, like Lockjaw is so easily like but like you love to see his trajectory, like like
oh yeah, you want to watch, you want him on screen. He's super good at it, and that's it's a fascinating ensemble from the very top to the very bottom. Like one of the roles, the kind of main MKU agent who interrogates all the kids, and like that guy. I can't remember his name, but he threatens Guy's sister and the Gringo Coyote or whatever he was called. He really, really simple, tame performance, but he's never been in anything. He's a private security guy that Paul Thomas Anderson met through some sort of thing where he needed private security. Dude updated his LinkedIn with One Battle After Another. And I mean that. That's not a joke. That's not a bit that I'm saying. No,
damn.
This is just something he popped into because Paul Thomas Anderson was like, you kind of would be perfect for this if that's cool. And like, that's how that happened.
Movies are just incredible. Like, you can never think of all these things that go into making a movie and how it all comes together. But man, is why like the director's chair is truly like the most like beautiful position of like I love, like I've just, it's evolved so much for me just over these last couple years, and like it's like it used to only be like I would appreciate certain directors and I love their take, but now it's like I view it much more generalized, or like I can it doesn't have to be super stylized or like them, I don't need them to like jump out and be like, oh, that's definitely them. Like I can just more appreciate like whenever like every character is firing all cylinders, and that might be because they are just very talented. But I think it is also like they are being told the very right things at the very right time. Like it is, he just has a very clear vision of what this movie is.
Absolutely. And Paul Thomas Anderson is an all-time director, truly. If there's not many filmmakers who have quite as deep a body of work, like amount, and I haven't made an effort to dive headlong into it because I almost want to savor it. I'm like, I like that I still have Paul Thomas Anderson movies I haven't watched, like he's got
There Will Be Blood. That's like, that's pretty big. Daniel Day-Lewis, Paul Dano.
Uh-huh.
Wow, Syrian Hines as well got a little. Frick!
You would love There Will Be Blood.
What's his Thrones character's name? Hans
Mance-Rayder.
Mance-Rayder. There. Oh my god. Okay. Wow. I couldn't have slept if I wasn't told that. But man. Okay.
No, Punch Drunk Love was one of Adam Sandler's actual. Early, we're actually going to get after it a little bit roles. Like I'm actually going to do some acting, and he does Paul Thomas Anderson gets it out of him. The Master is incredible.
Music videos for Radiohead. Okay, I like that.
More Hoffman performances, baby. Magnolia, Boogie Nights. Boogie Nights is the shit. Just an incredible filmography, and this is kind of. The expectation is that I think this is the time that he climbs the mountain at the Oscars, as it were. I think he'll kind of, I anticipate One Battle After Another will sweep, not sweep. I don't know that it'll win all 13 of the awards it's nominated for, but it wouldn't shock me to see them nab 10, Yeah.
I mean, I would like directing, I think, to go there. Of the movies I've seen, I think.
Yeah. I've got a full ranking of every category somewhere in my letterbox. Let's see. Best score, that's one where I'm not sure it'll win, but it wouldn't surprise me if it did. Best costume design, it's not there. Best director, it should win. Best picture, I anticipate it winning. Up to however you take that, but I think it'll win Best Picture. Let's see. Best Adapted Screenplay, I have to imagine it wins. Best Casting, probably gonna win. Best Sound shouldn't win. Even though the sound is incredible, it's just that good in Sinners. Hard to say. Best Production Design, don't anticipate it winning that, but could see it. Best Editing, it absolutely should win. Best Supporting Actor, I think it's between Sean Penn and Stellan Skarsgård in the eyes of the Academy. That's just kind of what I think that's where the Academy's sitting. And while I pull Skarsgård, I wouldn't be surprised to see Sean Penn win that. Best Supporting Actress, I don't anticipate Teyana Taylor winning. But again, wouldn't be shocked if it did. And then cinematography, I think it's got as good a shot as any there. I think we're looking at least 8 of the 13 it was nominated for. I think it takes home.
Yeah, it'll do well. Yeah, it's like however they divvy them up. I feel like the Sinners, One Battle After Another are gonna get their flowers. And I guess there are some other really big blind spots that I have no clue how they weigh in. My brain is kind of just putting these two at the pedestal, kind of
and most categories they are. Most categories they are. What's fascinating about Sinners is when it comes to the Oscars, I don't trust them enough to believe them with their regard with regard to their love of Sinners. Like it being if it being the most nominated film in the history of the Oscars is incredible to me. I think it's incredibly worthy of that honor. But the way the Academy historically treats horror, the way that the Academy historically is guilty of pandering, and kind of, going, we'll give you this love, but we're not going to give you the award. You know, like you get all the nominees, but like you're not going to win it. So Sinners, I hope it does well. Like it won Best Picture at our Cinementalists Awards. It won fucking 4 of the 16 categories. Like that's a fourth of the awards. That's no joke. I think One Battle After Another, as far as a critical darling is concerned, will have the Academy's heart a little bit more than Sinners will. But it didn't get as many nominations, so who knows? Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know.
You definitely know what you're talking about, of the kind of back and forth of Sinners and the movie, because like after I watched Sinners, it's all I can think about, until I have watched this movie, and then now Sinners has left my mind a little bit. It's gotten in the back somewhere, and then now I'm like only thinking in One Battle After Another. Like it is. They're just so overwhelming. They take over. It's everything, and I love I cannot break these movies up. If I'm gonna watch these movies, it's just through and through. If I even attempt to do something while this movie's on, it's just not going to happen. It's like the Batman. Like I always think okay, I've seen it enough times now where I can definitely I can clean, I can do chores. Yeah. No, I get maybe 20 minutes in, and then it's just I'm set the rest of the movie, and that's 3 hours. So it's but this joins.
My day's gone.
This joins that club. It is there's no doing anything with this movie. It is
it is that good, man, and that's what's fascinating is that I watched it in theaters. I loved it. It was immediately my favorite movie of 2025, and then that was in September, I believe, of 2025 that I went and saw it. I think it was within the opening weekend, if not early October. And then, a couple months go by. It wasn't until February 20th that I rewatched it. So it was 2.5 weeks ago that I watched it the second time. I'd only seen it once until then. And by then the nominations had come out, and I was like, I understand that One Battle After Another is the other contender. But, I was really high on Marty Supreme, and I was, I was really high on a few other things. And then I rewatched this and I was like, oh, Marty Supreme doesn't stand a fucking chance. Timothy Chalamet might, but when it comes to the best director, editing, picture categories that it is also nominated in with One Battle After Another, there's not a single one besides maybe production design that I can see going to Marty Supreme over One Battle After Another. So that's what's interesting, is that it sticks with you, and then recency bias really affected it for me. And then I rewatched it and I was like, oh, never mind. I forgot just how fucking good this is. And 2.5 weeks was not long enough for me to forget. I was eager to revisit this movie that quickly, and the only reason I hadn't watched it sooner was because I knew we were going to be doing this.
Nice to have it kind of banked in. It's it was nice, a little treat to look forward to, and it's we're talking I guess a lot of Sinners in this, and my mind is kind of easy to compare the two, and it's but I'm in different mindsets. Sinners is just fun entertainment. Yeah. I love the horror, I'm in it. I'm in it for the just all that comes with it. But here is the real world connection, even though, this is, not exact reality, but it might sure as shit well be. Yeah. And it's got the revolution there. It's got every character's story is just so interesting in their own right, and then just the melding of them all together, as they're just pushing forward, and it's how I don't know, it's just so who to hate, who to love, and then it's in the back of my mind, I'm flipping back and forth between MLK and Malcolm X philosophy views, and I'm just I still to this day I have no idea what my answer is, or what I truly believe more. It's but I think
as far as non-violence versus violence,
yes, and I think the movie, like, it obviously the good guys and bad guys is clear. I don't think that's ever in question. But
No.
I think the interesting argument is, it's the title of the movie. It's one battle after another. It is, no matter what, this like daughter was going to, enter the rebellion, whether it's good or bad. It's just she couldn't avoid it. Like forces beyond her control.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of the people remember, like, people hold grudges. If you hurt someone, they tend to want to hurt back, and it might take a while, but like the memory is there. And so that part of me wants to go MLK route, is like you have to be better than the other side. But when the other side is the whole world, or the whole establishment is like
completely disregard.
And it's it's like, well, I would love to stand and just shout peace, but
it's hard to,
I don't know.
hard to effectively pull off in real life. Yeah. And I appreciate that this movie, its depiction of revolution is very, very delicate. And I see a lot of critiques of it online, and a lot of appraisal for it online. Like there's a lot of both sides where people think it's really, really honest, and its depiction of, specifically Perfidia, Perfidia Beverly Hills, played by Teyana Taylor. The melding of several different things going on for her as a character, where, she is a new mom, and she knows that the child is the product of a white supremacist general who she tried to use in a capacity, but I mean, no good. So, like she understands where her daughter comes from, and, she has this loyalty to the revolution and this self-hatred as a result of it, and this a really, really delicate balance that they have to toe a line there. And I think it does it really effectively. But there are a lot of people who think that Paul Thomas Anderson and his handling of Perfidia could have been better. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I think that stuff can always be handled at least a little better, but I think it ultimately makes it a lot more human for her to be not infallible, like she did roll over on some people, she did, but she tried her best to get out, and she did get out. And I think that, like, there is, it's a delicate balance, like I said.
Yeah, I think I think she shows the, like, true tragedy of revolution, like that the person that is all the way in, like, you're sacrificing that life. Like,
what do I sacrifice?
It is a Luthen. It's
everything.
Like, totally, like, you're forced to, like,
I burn my future for a sunrise I'll never see.
Stellan, I mean, I haven't even seen his movie that he's nominated for, but him alone, just his presence is like, I feel he's up there. But I feel like there is a Luthen in her, like, for sure. It is like she wants to leave because it's like, it's not actually your baby, and it's like wrong, and it's like, holy shit. But then it's like, I actually do have ties, or like hard, I am the revolution, she is. So
and like, she calls Pat out on the bullshit, because one thing that I love about this movie is that it depicts Leo and his character as largely incompetent beyond his ability to build bombs.
That's all he can do.
Like,
well. That's
all
it.
he can do is set bombs up and blow them up. That's all he can do. And I admire that, like, even it calls to attention the fact that he doesn't have to participate in the revolution, and he is able to just step away. Like, he is able to just drop it and go live a normal life. And yes, he has the excuse of, I have to raise my daughter, which is as perfectly good an excuse as any. But I appreciate Perfidia kind of not having that luxury, as it were, the ability to just walk away. And I think that's a really, really compelling way to depict it. And it ultimately manages completely to avert white savior complex, which is really, really dangerous in a movie like this, where the lead character is played by Leonardo DiCaprio, and it, you know, like he wants to go save his daughter, and the whole time you're kind of like, I appreciate that he is continuously getting saved, coasting by on a reputation that he probably hasn't earned, again, as a white guy who was in a revolution. They're like, you know, this guy's probably real as fuck. He's probably dope. Yeah. You're a bad hombre, Bob. You know, like I'll hold it down for you. You know, like
the French
he is continuously,
man. You know, holy, you're a legend, dude. Yeah. So, but
this guy's a goddamn war hero. Why? Yeah. You know, like it's hysterical, and I think and. I do believe it's obvious that his contributions were valuable. There's no doubt about that. And he is revolutionary royalty because of his ties to Perfidia. But it isn't all because of Ghetto Pat. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's really, really cool. I think it's cool that they depict, Pat and, Lockjaw as two completely opposite sides of the same coin when it comes to fetishizing black women, you know, like it results in, you know, the self-hatred and the expressed hatred on the end of Lockjaw, and it results in, you know, the opposite for Pat, which I think is a funny. Like it results in compassion and aligning himself and allyship and being like, these are my, you are, I choose you, which is, you know, it's its own kind of fetishizing. It's still not like good. Be like, yeah, I love, not to say that it's bad to love black girls, but like, to be like, yeah, I love black girls. That's a funny thing to specify. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, when Lockjaw gives you I love them. You know, in the grocery store, dude.
Yeah,
you know, I like damn.
And perfectly reasonable reaction from Pat there. Whenever he just kind of like stands there and is like, what the fuck?
Like, like, no, who are you to come up to me like randomly out of
as
nowhere?
A white man? That's a strange thing to say.
You got a kid? Dark, male, female, what the already, like, whoa, okay,
dog. Just going with the biological contingent there.
All right.
Male, female, Charlene, sounds like a black girl's name. And you're like, that's just a weird conversation to have. That's a really strange conversation to have.
I liked how you said that they are like the opposites of two coins. I like on this watch, I noticed a lot more that like Lockjaw, like in the eyes of like, you know, the establishment, he has a big rise. Like he starts as just a general or colonel or whatever he is, you know, and he joins basically the KKK, Illuminati, whatever, and then gets
Freemasons, whatever the fuck he's got going on there.
Some Medal of Honor, you know, he gets a lot of recognition, but it's all just
Bedford Forest Medal of Honor.
You're climbing a ladder. That's like, I don't know, an escalator that's moving down, if that makes it. Like you're going nowhere. Like you're just you think you're climbing, but like gaining nothing. And
you're seeking deeper into a homogenous white power structure that is not allowing you to think for yourself, and you continue to dive deeper and deeper into this terrible ideology because you are perceiving rewards. You know, like you are like, wow, my status is rising and I'm growing more powerful. But you're still a cog in a machine that can be stuck in an office and gassed. You know what I'm saying? Like just
it's your own downfall. Like it's not even your enemies. You know that got you. It's your own people.
Well, that's because there are no allies when you choose a path of hatred. You know what I'm saying? Like people, racist white supremacists hate on the basis of othering someone, but the moment you align yourselves, like the reason they kill him is because he had sex with a black woman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's why they kill him.
That is insane. That's like,
and again, it goes with the secret society thing it's probably because he knew about the Christmas adventurers and was almost submitted, and they can't have that known that he almost made it. Whenever this happened, they got to make an example of him, etc. But then they go to kill Willow, which is just because she's a black girl.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Like he wasn't a Christmas adventurer. It's not like, oh, she actually has ties to the club. No, she doesn't. They just know about her. So they're like, let's go fucking kill her. You know what I'm saying? Like that's insane. It's utterly fucking insane.
While that they just want to kill her on the basis that she is just black, and like, that's enough for them. But then Lockjaw is like, well, damn, I kind of need to kill her to like cover up my tracks, or like, like to. But then he's like, well, then that's my daughter.
Sacrifice his daughter to
like,
sell his soul to a white. And
it's
not even. It doesn't even bother him that it's his daughter. That's never even a fucking second thought for him. It's actually because she's his daughter that he's like, well, now you got to die. You know, like
yes, bro, whips out the DNA test right then and there. That was awesome.
This is a straight line. He's doing a pretty solid RFK. He's doing a pretty solid RFK, by the way. Like, that's,
oh my god, how did I not see that yet? Oh, that is perfect.
A really tight shirt and the jeans, and he's kind of got the voice, and
wow.
He's got his huge fucking arms that are obviously steroids, and
oh my god. That's perfect. The RFK insert. Oh my god. Yeah, he's man. You're not doing the family proud, man. I mean, your ancestors are just fucking
crazy.
Rolling.
The Kennedys have a wild history that I've been watching Peaky Blinders.
Yeah.
Season 6 introduces a crime figure named Uncle Jack.
Okay.
Who is not technically Jack Kennedy in the show, but is definitely based on Jack Kennedy, JFK's father.
Wow. Yeah, because I don't know. The mafia got him into position, like, or somehow, right? Was like, how responsible for his rise?
Yeah. 100%.
Okay.
And Uncle Jack was a very prominent political figure. Who was under the impression that they could, we could make a deal with the Nazis. We could work something out.
Okay.
Uncle Jack was a terrible man.
Oh, wow.
So it's fascinating. It's like, JFK might have been an exception to a rule here.
Well, it just skips a generation.
Concerned.
It's just every other. You just flip a coin, or maybe it is just like a Targaryen.
They're Targaryens. The Kennedys are America's Targaryens.
Yep. Yeah, they just keep pulling through. I mean, they can never go away. It seems when you think they're out, there's like Robert Kennedy. Kind of for me, he just kind of came out of nowhere, like for real. Like I never heard of him, before a couple years ago. But yeah, but wow, no, Sean Penn is like I did not see that until right now, but it is like perfect, the perfect analog, and like. Benicio del Toro,
oh my god,
can he just enter any movie and just like
he'll fit like a fucking glove, dude.
No matter what he does,
he is a fucking chameleon. Where where just like performance style is concerned. What I love is that he's a really, really fantastic actor who can take really big swings and do next level stuff that's really out there. Like, this is a funny example to go to for any actor for displaying how out there they can get, but his role in Marvel, The Collector, is a pretty big fucking, I mean, like, that's not a normal person to be playing at all, and like, he doesn't play him as a normal person at all. Phoenician Scheme plays a very, very specific version of a character there. The Last Jedi with DJ, like that that character he plays. But what I love is that whenever he plays a relatively normal guy, he is like a notch above all of these actors who I perceive as playing the same role every time. because Benicio almost just seeps into the world so naturally. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Like, I don't know if I'm explaining myself clearly enough, but like, it seems like Sensei has always existed. You know what I'm saying? Like this, Benicio discovered him, as it were. Like he was like, this character has always been around. Benicio just all of a sudden made it appear on screen. It's so funny because he just feels so right wherever he is. And we got sort of a Latino Harriet Tubman situation going back at my place. Like that's a hilarious line, you know. And there's he's got so many just good a few small beers. Courage, Bob. Courage. I love it. And like his physical performance is impeccable. The part whenever they're going their separate ways and Bob is like, God damn it, fucking Viva la Revolucion! And he throws the fist up in the air and Benicio del Toro's climbing down that ladder and he just throws his fist up and then shuts it because he's like, I gotta fucking go. You know, like
oh, that was so good, that shot.
That's some nitpicking shit there, buddy. They got you on one fucking password, you know?
Man. Yeah, it is funny. Like, I mean, very heavy subject matter that's going on, you know, if you take the big view of it all. Yeah. But man, is it like, it's a joy to watch.
That's something that PTA excels at. He makes some funny fucking movies, man. Mm-hmm. Like, and they are always deadpan serious. It's a very specific type of comedy, as far as the tone he's managed to strike, across his entire body of work. There's always a kind of tragic element, but there's something, he captures it the way that, like, I don't know, it usually happens in life where it's like, you ever have something happen where you're like either you're upset and you don't want to laugh, but something's funny and you can't help but laugh. Like that's what Paul Thomas Anderson movies feel like to me. Where like, you don't want to laugh, but you're like, God damn it. That's, it's kind of fucking funny. He's really good at it, man.
But then can flip the dime and in the fucking car chase scene at the end just be, I mean, like, there's no funny there. I mean, it's just like, okay, all right, you show me what's gonna happen. Like, okay, like when he's gonna get over the road. Like I'm gonna see the car, and he's second now. You know,
like that's the combination of the cinematography, the editing, the score, everything just building to a crescendo there. There's this moment whenever she's driving and it's two hills, you know, you see the one that's in the foreground and the one that's in the background, and she comes over the back hill and the music swells. She drops out of view and the music suspends. It just hangs there for a second, and you think you're going to see the blue Mustang come over the back hill, but then it's her car again, and you're like, oh, and like they let you go. Oh, like 6 times there. It's just so fucking good.
And then, like, even when they are outside of the car, you know, and like at like that's when it's, that's holding gunpoint, and then it's like, wait, you know, on first watch, I'm like, no, they're not gonna shoot, you know, like, no, like, do not pull the trigger. Like, I was so scared. I thought Leo was gonna kill her. Like, I was so worried.
Coming up on that bluff where like he can't see her. I was like, Jesus, oh my God, are they gonna fucking shoot each other?
I was so scared. Oh man,
and I'm fascinated by this. To bridge to, and this is a strange thing to like bridge it to, because I'm just curious if you can even fathom in the slightest what Willa is going through. Just because, and this is mostly an Addison's disease related question. I'm curious if you understand why her adrenaline does this to her. Like, can you fathom that she is so fucking amped that she doesn't know what to believe she's seeing? Like, can you? Because the reason that I think about times where I've been like paranoid, and you know, like I think there's this one time that I remember I was with Tillman, our friend Tillman, and he was staying the night at my house, and late one night he got a call from his dad at like 3 a.m., 4 a.m. He had to be like, somebody got sick, called him in the middle of the night. He needed Tillman to come into work the next day, like early next morning. So if he could find a way home, that'd be great. If it needs to be, we happened to be up. It wasn't a problem. I was like, yeah, I'll drive you home right now, whatever. We turn onto a street that goes into his neighborhood, and we pass this gas station, and in my rear view mirror, I see a car start to follow us. Not start to follow us, but like turn the same way as us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so I take a right to go onto the street before I would turn onto Tillman Street, and it turns onto that street. And then I'm like, okay, that's weird. And then I'm like, I turn onto Tillman Street, and I go, hey, bud, I'm going to just let you know right now, if a car turns behind us, I'm not stopping at your house.
Yeah. Good call.
And then the car turned onto his road. Wow. I did not stop at his house. I ignored every stop sign. It ignored every stop sign. I ignored every red light. It ignored every red light. It was following me. Like, it was expressly following me. It's like 4 a.m. This car is fucking following me. So my heart rate is sky fucking high. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay. I'm like, I'm feeling every single movement. My palms are sweaty. My heart rate is up. Like, logically, I'm like, I know I'm fine. I'm in a Nissan Xterra. If this motherfucker wanted to get next to me or do something to me, they'd fucking do something to me. This car is 20 years old and can't go very fast. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like, there's this logic side of me that's like this, but I'm also like, but what's going on behind me? What's going on behind me? What's going on behind me? What's going on? So that's just one frame of reference I have for like a time my adrenaline was sky high.
I see.
Where if something like that is relatively extremely minute occurs. And Willa, so Willa can go through a day where she's been kidnapped, put into the back of a car and taken to a group of white supremacists who are going to kill her.
Shit.
You know, like they are going to kill her. And then the guy who took her there, starts a gunfight and she sees everybody die. She sees everybody die. She has to go get the keys off a dead body where she drives a car and is then pursued by somebody all the way there. I'm like, damn. You know, I'm throwing down the fucking code phrase there, you know, like even if it is my dad, I'm going, who the fuck are you? What's going on? You know, like I don't know what to trust. I don't know what's real. And I'm so a long walk for a short drink of water there. But like the absolute, I don't know, spike that her heart rate must be going a fucking 150 beats per minute right now, buddy. Like, like I can't imagine that.
In that situation for you, does time seem that it's like speeding up? That it's like everything is like anything could happen at any moment. It's like kind of like going faster. Or does it slow down? Is it
so? It's kind of like when the frame rate in a movie speeds up. And we enter
so you can see
everything
things clear,
or clearer, but it's beyond, like I almost, it's not that I can see them clearer, it's that I can't see them normally, if that makes sense. It's like
wow.
And not literally. Again, not literally. I know that I'm not literally moving in slow motion, and I don't feel like I'm moving in slow motion. But like, there's this kind of like you have an acute awareness of everything all at once. So all of it slows down in that regard. But it's a system overload. You know, like it's like you're taking in too much information all at once, and it makes everything stop. Kind of. You know.
Yeah, I've only had one real situation where I know I had some form of, I should have had an adrenaline rush but didn't, and it was when the hobo walking up to me, and it's like it was just a slow realization of like, oh shit,
that was one of the things that I almost specifically asked you about, that because the only other times I've had adrenaline spikes like that have been fights. You know, like have been expressed like, I don't even have to be that angry. Like I don't have, like, I've only been in a couple fights, but both times, like, I was like amped the fuck up when it happened, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I did let out a kind of a primal grunt of sorts, and that's when everything kind of snapped back into reality of kind of like, holy shit, I just did all of those things without thinking one thing, but also it felt like it spanned, you know, a solid a minute straight when it lasted probably less than 2 seconds. It was I everything was super slow, and very like I don't know. It was almost I was out of time. Like it was just like I could think many thoughts in between every action. Like I'm like
between every yeah. Like your mind moves at a different. Yeah, you definitely experience some form of adrenaline spike. Then at least that's what you're describing to me.
Yeah. So I guess the chemical might not be there, but the brain,
the brain has a way of sending
signals.
It's sending signals regardless. Like it's just a survival instinct, and that's what's that's really really fascinating to me. And I guess that I say all this in relation to the movie to really really compliment Chase Infinity, because the part after she shoots the guy, whenever she says the phrase and he goes, I don't know. And then she just pop, 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 like, and then she just screams is so fucking good. Like, this was the third time I watched the movie, and every time I've been kind of enamored by someone else, performance wise. Like the first time I watched it, I loved Benicio del Toro, and I've loved Benicio del Toro every time since then. But the second time I was like, yo, Leo is actually really, really good. Teyana Taylor is really, really fucking good. Holy shit. And then this time, I don't know. I was like, Chase Infinity is fucking special. Like she's performing her ass off. And, she's introduced in one of my favorite needle drops from any movie last year. From any movie ever, where she pops onto the screen and it drops into Steely Dan. I'm a fool to do your dirty work. Oh yeah. And it cuts to Leo smoking a doobie out in the parking lot and stuff. Like that's too good. I love that shit.
Oh man. Yeah, no, she for in a debut for the first movie that is on your credit. I mean, that's insane. Like this is does it's almost like the Benicio del Toro effect of like she is that character, or like that is who she is. Like but she, I don't know, I don't suspect she was born to revolutionary parents and struggling with this in the background of her life. But goddamn, I think she has a free ride on any, I feel like the offers will. She will.
Yeah, I have to. And inevitably she'll do like 2 or 3 things in a row that will be subpar coming up soon. Like she's going to be getting so many offers that she's not going to say no to anything here for a second. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's kind of the bag that happens to a lot of young actors. And then she's going to realize, oh, I need to lock back in here. She was in the Darling I music video by Tyler the Creator. That's incredible.
That's Of the 3 credits she has, I don't know anything about Presumed Innocent.
It was a Apple TV Plus series led by Jake Gyllenhaal. Yeah, I think that's every episode of it.
Oh yeah,
and there's going to be a season 2. Cool. I might go fucking watch that then. Like that's it's got Jake Gyllenhaal, and now that I know it has Chase Infinity, that's enough for me to go, I'm willing to sit down and watch that for 8 fucking episodes. Like she's fucking good, man. Apparently she's going to be in a show called The Testaments. That's coming soon to Hulu. Drama thriller. Okay. Looks like she's a co-lead in that. That's cool.
Oh yeah. There we go. Yeah.
It's a sequel to the Handmaid's Tale. Interesting. That's a pretty big show that ran for a very long time. So. And I think is still going, unless it just ended like last year. It did. The last season was last year. Okay. 6-season show on Hulu. That was a pretty big deal. I didn't realize they were doing a spinoff, and Chase Infinity is going to lead it. So maybe I'm talking out my ass with her, except in a few things that maybe she should not do, or maybe I'm spot on. Who knows? No, she was. This was immediately like, you are going to be a big fucking deal. And the fact that we were spoiled with 2 performances like that from 2 of the year's best with Miles Caton and Chase Infinity, is pretty awesome.
Man, is it like in The Last of Us, the young daughter, like age, at the very beginning that died, age her up.
Oh yeah.
You know, I feel like this is like a crazy cast that can. I need a you know, a full timeline of some movie where that it goes from young to old. You know, maybe The Last of Us. What if she lived? And boom, throw Chase Infinity with Pedro Pascal.
Now I kind of want to like go see. I want to go look at that actress again because I'm like, in my head, I'm like, holy shit, are they even separate people? Like, I know they're separate people.
They look, I know. I honestly thought that they might have been the same.
Oh, like, Nico Parker. Yeah, that's, now that I'm looking at her, I'm like, that's Thandiwe Newton's daughter.
Okay.
From Westworld. That's Maeve's daughter.
Wow, yes, that's right. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, like you just look at her and you go, that's
Chase
who that is.
Infinity's got it could be like a cousin, you know,
a
niece, you know, is Thandiwe Newton's niece.
I mean, she's fucking gorgeous, by the way. Unbelievable looking woman.
Yeah, they got, I don't know, similar eyes, I feel. I don't know why. Like, I think that's what I'm seeing is like they just, they have a, just the look, but yeah, I mean, again, like there's not like I can't really point to any actor in here that's not like doing just their job. Like, I mean, even a first acting credit, someone is like already seeming like they know very well what they're doing.
I'm a huge fan of Wood Harris. He's the dude who's in the first, you know, act of this movie as kind of the organizer of French 75. You know, like he's an actor who was in, you know, Creed. I think is something you know him from. He was in Ant-Man. He was in The Wire is what I mainly know him from. But he's incredible, and he's only in the movie for a short period of time, but he does a great job with it. Alana Haim does a really good job for only being in the movie for a little bit. Shayna McHale does a great job. Jungle Pussy, like she.
Yeah. Oh man, that bank robbery was so good. And she let everyone know that she's Jungle Pussy. You know, if you got a name like that, you gotta, you know, just kind of put
look
that
at
out
my
there.
face. No, see my face. I love it's almost like spoken word poetry what she's doing when she's standing up there.
Yeah.
Like when I was watching it with subtitles, I realized she doesn't go see my face like as a question every time. She either does it as a question or as a demand, like see my face.
Oh, dang.
Look at me. And it's like that's hard, you know, like that's badass. Dijon is in this. Dijon. The singer, I don't know how he pronounces his name, but he's you know, what's my favorite kind of pussy? Mexican hairless. That guy is a singer. You've almost certainly heard a few of his songs. Like he's been a pretty big deal in the past. Yeah, like there's just it's really, really interesting how deep the catalog goes for the cast here. And, I mean, it's stacked top to bottom. Everyone's doing a great job. James Downey is in this fucking movie. One of the white supremacists. He was an SNL writer for a very long time. Like a long time ago. But one place you may have seen him. James Downey was the guy who went on the Conan Needs a Friend podcast and did the Jeff Epstein bit. Have you seen that bit where he goes, Jeff Epstein, the New York financier?
Oh my God, that's him! The one who doesn't... Okay, wait.
Acts like he doesn't know what happened to Jeff Epstein. Yeah, that guy is one of the white supremacists in this movie.
God,
like one of the main guys of the Christmas Adventure.
Okay, that's a crazy connection. That's like, wow.
He was also in The Chair Company, the new Tim Robinson HBO Max series. It's fucking hysterical. He plays a guy who... he plays an old guy in an office who thought he was going to get a promotion and then doesn't, and it reminds him to live his life to the fullest. So he starts carrying around bubbles around his neck, and he blows bubbles in the office because that's what living life to the fullest is to him, which is so fucking
bubbles. You gotta love bubbles, I guess. Yeah, I mean it's just it can only be happy. How can you make Bubbles sad? You just can't.
Exactly.
Like
you're living life to the fullest if you're carrying Bubbles.
Like even at a funeral, like maybe that's the No, I'm not going to bring Bubbles to my next funeral. That I'm actually not going to do that. But
you got to be the one who like organizes the funeral if you're going to bring Bubbles. You know, like you got to be like, they'd love this. You know,
they loved Bubbles so much. They
loved Bubbles. Everybody gets Bubbles upon entry, and we all blow Bubbles. Like,
dude. I make it a requirement at my funeral. I demand Bubbles. Bubble machine at the entrance. Just double bubble machine, just in like an X pattern going up above my casket. Bubbles everywhere.
The bubbles.
But how do we Bubbles? James
Downey from the charity
Wow,
company.
that's awesome. That's all.
Jeff Epstein, the New York financier.
Wow. I mean, but every single person. I mean, it's like you can just keep going. I feel like it. I'm kind of backpedaling on the incredible ensemble art. Man, it's pretty damn close. Like,
it's that's the thing is it's fucking neck and neck. Like it's one of those things where if I hadn't watched Sinners more recently, when we did the podcast for the awards, I would have picked this, and that's probably the case for a few different categories. Which is the beauty of movies, man. And that's the beauty of not having an awards body, is that like I can think of whatever I want one day, and then I'll think whatever I want the next.
There is no right answer,
No, there isn't any right answer. Yeah. There are wrong answers, but there's no right answer. You know what I'm saying?
True. It's like because at one point in my life,
picture,
No. I mean, truly, actual civil war will break out, but it's like crazy that a point in my life, these are just movies that I didn't give any thought to. Like, it was like, I might watch it if it gains enough prestige, and it's like, okay, this is just one of the best movies of the year. I got to see it. But like, I only care about Star Wars and Marvel, the Marvel movies that are coming out, or like, that's all I actually care about. But now it's like completely flipped on its head.
One battle after another is a fucking like, oh, I gotta watch that. And it is, man. Like it's a special movie, and I fucking love. I think we've made it an hour without really talking about the impact it has on a real level, which is that I think that getting a movie like this at this moment in time is really, really important. Kicking it off with the liberation of a border patrol camp full of immigrants, like that's pretty
tame one at that. I think like as to what they actually are in real life. It's like
100%.
Yeah, like when the movie is like kind of lightening the load on some things is bad, and it's like I think that's why like Sinners is more immediate to jump to. Like, it is just way more fun. We're dealing with vampires. We're dealing with
easier. It's like easier to watch.
You're in that world and you are escaping. But this movie it does force you to be like, shit. Like, nah, this isn't Fantasyland.
It makes you. I appreciate the bluntness with which it depicts the possibility of revolution. I think that's one of the things that people convince themselves is impossible. And I've been guilty of this before too, is that with the might and the technology of the modern military, how is it possible to fight back? And that's the thing, is that like one battle after another, like little small organizational,
letting them win.
And this thing where there's what, 300 people, 250 to 300 people, and we'll be able to carry 160. Everybody else is on foot. You think about all the people who are detained, all the migrants who aren't being liberated. 160 is a drop in the bucket, but they're doing it. Like that's everything to somebody. And I think that's a really, really meaningful gesture as a film to kind of depict this as attainable, not safe, and not like you're gonna get away with it, but it makes the fight seem possible. And it's been a while since I've watched something realistically depict that.
Like Andor it's all about the revolution, but it's still like, well, I can't fully relate to like, I can see the analog of like the emperor and, some very special someone, and like there's very relations I can make, but it's still like we're in the Star Wars world. I'm escaping there. But here it's like just it is how I don't know, like it's not just blowing up buildings and killing people and being again anti-establishment, whatever. It's like, no, you're saving people from the or like you're making an example of that, and they're just deemed as terrorists because of so. And it's like, it is very brutal. Every bad trope is just a reality check of like, damn it, like I wish there was something that was fantasy, like can one of these things just be for the movie, but no, they're all a little too real. And it's like, but it's past that threshold. It's like I don't want to escape when I'm watching this movie. Sinners, I do. Like I do want to be in that world, but here is like I love the going back and forth, and like I'm in the movie world, and then like like I don't know, thinking just back into real life. It is this back and forth that is I don't know, it's not like that I'm breaking immersion of the movie. It's still like
not
at
all.
But man, it's like it's just a completely different kind of movie with Sinners. It's weird to compare them or like say that they are so neck and neck when they are
they are such massively different movies that serve such massively different purposes. It's a really, really incredible movie, though, and I struggle to poke holes in it. I've seen people poke holes, and I don't disagree, but I don't know. I'm just willing to forgive a lot when a movie has this much heart, when it has this much good intention. You know what I'm saying? Like I respect and appreciate any time people, discuss the way revolution is depicted and how it could be depicted in a better way. That's always going to be something that I'm sympathetic to, but I think ultimately if you're depicting revolution with sympathy and with the acknowledgement that they are the good guys, I'm going to forgive it. You know what I'm saying? I think a few oversights don't dismiss the idea that generally you are supposed to agree with the policy of the French 75, and you are supposed to agree that Sensei is doing the right thing, and that Willa, whenever she goes and she at the end of the movie and like, Oakland's a 3.5 hour drive from here, you know that, right? And she goes, yep, be careful, I won't. You love that. You love that ending. That's I mean, the ending gets me. It's something that the letter from Perfidia is perfect. Her hugging her dad is perfect, and then her taking the reins, and she, maybe you and your generation will be the ones. Like, I love that the movie's hopeful. You don't expect that the movie will be hopeful, and it ultimately is. And I think that's a huge strength of the movie, man. It really makes it a much more. It makes it easier to watch on rewatch, knowing that it's not a happy ending, but it's as happy as you're gonna get in this situation.
The ultimate, Lockjaw seeing his rise to finally, meet his demise, and finally go down, and then seemingly, the father and daughter duo that's just been going through it. They haven't been on the rise. It's just been not fun recently. But then at the very end, it's like they passed the threshold of like things are different. Like they are just more true to themselves. Like they finally had like a true connection again. And like it was through the revolution that kind of did it. Like it's just that barrier that was always kind of there of like, I think he saw it as like protection. I want to from this world just live a normal life or whatever. But then it's
live a normal life, and I think that to avoid the ties to his old life and to protect her, he couldn't be involved in it. He couldn't teach her anything about it, So her coming of age, seeing it, and him being like, all right, so yeah, that's what we're about. you know? And I appreciate that, like, there are multiple occasions, too, where while broad strokes, Bob seems to be a, you know, leftist, definitely left of center. There's the funny part where I love where he calls Sergeant or Comrade Josh a liberal, like a liberal pussy or something like that. He's like, you goddamn liberal, you liberal idiot. Like, it's so fucking funny because, like, the depiction of leftist infighting is always going to get me. I think the Andor does a really, really good job at it. A lot of, like, everybody wants the same thing, but to varying degrees. And, you know, like, it's, and there's people who view this side of the center as right wing and this side of center as actual center and this side of left as extremism. And, you know, like, it's just a fascinating way to depict the sort of infighting. Whenever he's like, all right, Bobo, is that a he, him, she, they? Are they transitioning? I just want to be respectful. And you can tell, like, he says it in the way that people roughly his age say it, where it's like, I think it's dumb, but I'm going to respect it.
Yeah. It's a little passive aggressive. Like, there's something there. It's not truly genuine, you know. There's some, I don't know. There's like
it's like an appeasement thing, you know. Yeah. It's like, you know what, fine, you know, because that's what you say, I will do it. You know, whenever
which
it is
better
that
than
simple,
nothing.
You know,
I get, you know.
No, it is.
Opposite,
it is better than nothing. It's
like,
absolutely better than nothing. But it is still like when she's like, it's easy, they, them. Like, it is that easy. It's funny to be like, it just fuck it, man. Like, you know, who fucking cares? That's Bobo. Super
parent teacher
names.
conference. Like, you better. Like, you're teaching, you know, you're telling them about, like, what's really going on. Yeah, so he's like, he's very...
So I'm assuming you're talking about the Philippines?
Yeah, knows? I don't know. So very leftist, or definitely left of center, but then, it's just are you left or right of me? You know, not of everyone else. It's like, where are you in relation to me?
I mean, he calls Comrade Josh the R word at one point.
Yeah,
you know, like, it's like that's you
that's
know
true.
that's a funny way to, you know, just and Comrade Josh fucking sucks, dude. And, like, the movie does make fun of Comrade Josh, which, as someone who generally doesn't have a ton of love for you know, this genre of liberal, I find it fucking hilarious, you know, that whenever he's like, you're violating my space and my safety, he's like, we're on the fucking phone right now, Josh. You know, like, we're talking on the phone like men. We're not face to face. I can't be violating your safety right now. It fucking kills me, man. Man, that's some nitpicking shit, Bob. Got you on one password. What's the time? The answer was that time isn't real, yet it controls us anyway. Oh, fuck you. Like, it's so fucking funny, man.
Leo. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. I didn't quite key in on my second watch to Leo quite as much, but I see it. Like, it is like, I think I just, he's so established that I just know, you know, good just comes from him. So it's like, he has nothing to prove. At all.
No, I 100% agree, and I think that he is his nominations and his lack of discussion in the, like, actual winner conversation does stem from that fact, where it's like, Leo's Leo. Like, we know how good Leo is, and Leo knows how good Leo is, and everyone knows how good Leo is. So it's kind of like voter fatigue for, like, LeBron James. Like, why did LeBron James not win MVP every year from 2010 to 2015? You know, it's like, or 2008 to 2013 or 14 or whatever. It's like, well, because they just didn't want to give it to LeBron every fucking year. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the same thing I think goes for Leo, and specifically this year, I don't really see a reason why he shouldn't be in that conversation. And I'm super interested in the fact that he's not, like, at all, really.
Yeah. I mean, maybe it's just his role is a little quieter. Like, Marty Supreme is very out there, and then, you know, Michael B. Jordan playing two people at the same time, also very just actiony, kind of out there. I think it's like they seem just like the wow kind of roles, but you do have to I think it is like on a second viewing that you kind of, oh wow, no, like Leo, like yeah, he is like actually doing more than he usually does, or like I'm thinking of like Inception, where like I don't know, I think I'm coming like the more I think of the movie, I do think more fondly of it. Like it's a weird movie, like upon like the first couple of viewings, but like I can't really take much out of his performance like there, even though like he gets to some pretty emotional states, but like here is like nah, this is a great Leo role where like
it's fascinating. It's been these last couple years. I think two of my favorite Leo roles ever are Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. And this One Battle After Another. And I think it's interesting that they are the kind of not old Leo, but older than we've seen him. His best roles are the ones where he gets to be a little fucking funny, you know, like the other one I go to is Jordan Belfort. I think he's fucking incredible as Jordan Belfort, and he's pathetic and he fucking sucks, but he's undeniably funny at points. Like the way that he presents himself is funny when he's as self-serious as he is in Inception. And you know, I mean, I have never watched The Revenant, but I can't imagine there's a lot of levity there. And I know that he won Best Actor for that. You know, Titanic. He gets to have a little fun, you know. He's not super funny, but there's some cute moments, and he gets to be a little. He's not so self-serious, and I think that's a good look on him. It is that sort of The Departed. He's really self-serious, and I don't look back on that one as fondly. Inception. Don't look back on that one as fondly. But you know, these last few years, whenever he does, you know, I'm not a huge fan of the movie, but I don't recall thinking he did bad in Don't Look Up. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. He's just the constant. Like he is just, he always will put out a good role regardless, but it's just, if he does elevate, it is like, oh damn. Like how he is, I don't know, he even, you know, if you can tell the difference between base Leo and his true roles, yeah, no, that's it's showing here. I think that was for sure. Like this is, I love this. I don't know, age. You're right. Like Killers of the Flower Moon, and here it is like his more aged roles.
Killers. I'd forgotten about that one too. I said Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, but Killers of the Flower Moon, he's fucking great in. And that's one where he doesn't get to be very funny. That's just one that I think. I think he is only getting better, and I think that we are going to continue to take that for granted. You know what I'm saying? Like because again, he wasn't top of mind for me when I was picking Best Actor, and it is because Leo's Leo. You know, it's like, well, everybody knows Leo's good, you know, but goddamn, we need to be excited about the fact that he's that good. You know what I'm saying?
It's John Williams won them all for, you know, is like, it's like, I get it's a lot.
We got nominated a bunch. Yeah.
There's a damn, or I guess, true. Yeah. I guess maybe they did actually have some fatigue eventually.
For the winner side of things, he got nominated a lot, but 5 for 52 or whatever, not a great percentage.
Wait, what? Oh my god, I've probably been told that before, but oh my lord, I didn't know. I did not think it was that low. That's criminal. That's insane.
Yeah, only won 5. Leo's only been nominated 7 times, including this.
That's also insane. Yeah, that's. I mean, wow.
I say only. That is like top 10 ever for an actor, but he's only won once.
Yeah,
I think.
Like it feels he would have more wins. Like his name carries so much weight in Hollywood. I feel like it is like it maybe.
Well, for so long it was such a huge deal that he hadn't won anything. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like, holy shit, how has he not won? But yeah, his last 3 he's been nominated for are One Battle After Another, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and he won for The Revenant. He was nominated for Wolf of Wall Street, nominated for Blood Diamond, nominated for The Aviator, and nominated for What's Eating Gilbert Grape. So, really interesting slate of movies to have been nominated for.
Grape. Wow.
It's a young
a deep cut.
Leo.
Wow. Yeah. Johnny Depp in there as well. Wow.
Yeah,
and John C. Reilly in there. Wow. Okay. What a crew going in there. But wow. Okay, I guess
that was
he's
his
got more
first
than I thought.
It was his second major role in a movie. He had been in 2 prior, movie-wise, but Yeah, that's that. Mm-hmm. The Quick and the Dead's a great Leo role. I love that one. Romeo and Juliet, Gangs of New York. Oh shit, Catch Me If You Can. The Shutter Island. Django Unchained, The Great Gatsby. Yeah, I mean, Leo's one of those guys that you don't want to love, but like you're like, again, it's like Tom Brady. Like I don't like Tom Brady. I didn't like Tom Brady, but like he was really fucking good at it. You know what I'm saying? And he was really good at it for a really long time. So I'm gonna appreciate greatness while I can.
It's like a Nolan. I feel like is like yeah, man. It is weird that like initially there was this weird. I love Batman always, but his other movies were strange on first viewing. But then it's like, wait a minute, this movie's actually good. Like he knows what he's doing a little bit, and it's like coming around. And yeah, Leo is. God damn!
I mentioned I've been watching Peaky Blinders. Oppenheimer is just shouting for me at this point. Yeah. Like Cillian Murphy is a fucking god. Yeah. He's so fucking good, dude.
Thomas fucking Shelby, dude. He's a Cillian is, I mean, like that's, I don't know, a really fun thought experiment I need to do is like actually rank my actors and where everyone does stand.
We're gonna.
Yeah, he's above Leo. That's for sure. For me.
Yeah, I think he might be for me too. If not, he's pretty fucking close. And that's what's crazy is we're only doing a top 100, and I'm gonna have a tough time whittling that list.
Yeah, it's like, that's it's gonna be, I don't know, hard to axe people.
So yeah, that's what we're doing in May, by the way, guys. That's a couple months out, but May we're doing a top 100 favorite actors and actresses of all time. Oh no, that's okay. That's a fun one to build up a little bit. Because we're dealing with probably at least one in this movie, probably two. Yeah. With Benicio.
Oh yeah. Benicio, Leo, and yeah. I don't know. We
hard for me to say that I can confidently place any of the other ones top 100 because there's just so many actors. But I'm pretty confident both those two will crack the top 100. Probably much higher than that. Yeah, man, I love One Battle After Another. I cannot get enough of it. I almost want to turn it on after we're done recording. Like that's kind of where like we've talked about it enough that I'm excited about it again, and I want to I want to watch it again.
It's fun. It shouldn't be fun. It's tragic. It's like
no, it shouldn't. But it's an incredible time. It's an incredible time.
Yeah, it's fun. So yeah, it's I mean, good month. The Secret Society, movies. It's the love the Revolut. We got the. Was there
about as vile as they get here? The secret societies. White supremacist secret society is pretty fucking bad.
Seems a common denominator. It's weird.
Yeah.
Wonder why. But yeah, no.
Yeah, it's a strange phenomenon, isn't it? What's the epitome of evil? Racists. Pretty much. But yeah, I think with that, we can conclude this episode on One Battle After Another. We will go ahead and rate it on a scale of 1 to 10. But before we do that, I'm going to do some plugs. We are also currently doing Geek With Me. Geek With Me is a nerd shit podcast that's a lot of fun. We next up will be doing Daredevil Born Again on a consistent basis, alternating weeks with Maul Shadow Lord. Very excited for that. We got some Marvel and Star Wars stuff coming back. We do all that shit on Geek With Me. It's a great time. Here in a couple months, whenever House of the Dragon comes back, we'll be covering that on Geek With Me. So that's going to be kind of our ongoing TV nerd shit show, Geek With Me. And then, recently we concluded about a month and a half ago, Fire Pod With Me, a Twin Peaks podcast, which was friendly to the first-time viewer and the rewatcher alike. 50 episodes, all Twin Peaks dedicated, every single episode of Twin Peaks, along with the coverage of Twin Peaks Fire Walk With Me and Twin Peaks The Missing Pieces. And we are thinking that here pretty soon we might go ahead and revive Fire Pod With Me and make it Fire Pod With Me, a TV podcast. Now, we have not nailed down exactly what show we're going to cover, or anything like that next, but we would love to hear from you if you have an opinion on what we should cover. We like a lot of TV, and I would love to open that back up, because we had a great time doing Fire Pod with me, and we built up a really great listenership there. My vain ass doesn't want to let it go, but that is what it is. But we will not just be doing Fire Pod with me and Geek with me. We will obviously keep going with the Cinementalists, as next Monday we will be doing our 2026 Oscars reaction show. I'm very, very excited for that. I'm very excited to see how One Battle After Another fares across from Sinners and so many other fantastic movies from a fantastic movie year. We will be discussing that in full on Monday, and we'll be continuing the month of Secret Society films over the next couple weeks, as next Saturday is Joseph's birthday. We'll be celebrating with Eyes Wide Shut, talk about another legendary actor that people do not like a lot on a personal level, Tom Cruise. Got that one to look forward to, Eyes Wide Shut, this next Saturday. And then we will top the month off with Hot Fuzz by Edgar Wright, starring Simon Pegg. Very excited for that. Leave a 5-star rate and review and download wherever you might be listening. Let's go ahead and rate this movie on a scale of 1 to 10. All your feelings put into a number. What are you thinking about One Battle After Another?
Well, we've been comparing it to one other movie quite commonly. Neck and neck, they're there for different reasons. I gave Sinners a 10. But man, why do it's 9.75 if it's anything else, but there is some form of hesitation, which
Did Sinners get 10s across the board?
No, actually. You gave Sinners a 9.75. I gave Sinners a 10. And I think maybe a yin-yang is in fashion.
I think it is, actually. I think we are in store to go with the swap here. Just because my gut immediately took me to that perfect 10. And don't get me wrong, if we were to reevaluate Sinners now, I think I'd confidently give you a straight up 10. I don't know what I would like. I've only grown more and more fond of that movie. But you're not entirely wrong with the assessment that there is some sort of hesitation, but I am at this point where I'm elated by the movie. It does make me cry. I feel everything I need to feel. It makes me laugh. It breezes the fuck by. I don't have holes to poke. I think I'm comfortable giving it a 10.
I think maybe I think I should cry more. I think there's probably more cry moments in here that maybe, I don't know. I think there's a lot of funny, a lot of good action, and I do cry, but I feel like there's maybe potential for more.
There's something, there could be more there. I should feel more. I get it.
Maybe.
I can't blame you there. But yeah, if there's hesitation, there's hesitation, and you gotta go with the gut. And I think that brings us to the exact same spot it did with Sinners, just the other way around.
Yeah, a 9.88 or a good old 99, as close as you can get.
A 99% on the Cinementalometer. You'll love to see it, folks. You'll love to see it.
Yeah, there it is. Officially Kubrick up next. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm
Kubrick,
finally excited.
Man. We got Carpenter. We got Paul Thomas Anderson. We got Kubrick.
Yeah,
good 3-week stretch there. Edgar Wright. Wright.
Yeah. Okay.
Not quite the same echelon, I would say, as the other three here. But
Yeah. No.
Very, very solid. Very, very solid. He's done a lot of great work, including Hot Fuzz.
Yeah.
But we got that to look forward to. We got Kubrick in the meantime, where we will be celebrating Joseph's birthday. But the Oscars reaction show is up next, so come back next week for those 2 episodes. You shall not be disappointed. I was Colton Robertson. I was joined by Joseph George. Thank you very much, homie.
Oh, thank you for having me. It's always a pleasure to be here, homie.
Oh, and it's always a pleasure to have you. And remember, from the deepest, bottomest, most incredibly sincere bottom of my heart, fuck ice.